Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll design a Butterworth filter for given specification using transformation technique BLT, bilinear transformation. Let's start. First, we'll go through the steps of designing Butterworth filter. The given specifications for the digital filter. We are designing a digital filter by Butterworth approximation, where the Butterworth approximation method is the analog filter designing method. So always first step is we have to convert the digital specification into the analog specification. That is, we need to calculate analog edge frequency, ohm P and ohm S using the transformation technique BLT. Then calculate the order of the filter. Calculate the minus 3 dB cutoff frequency, ohm C. Then we'll calculate transfer function of analog filter H of S. And that analog filter transfer function will convert to the digital filter transfer function H of Z using BLT. Let us see a designing statement. Design digital Butterworth filter that satisfy the following constraint using BLT, where T is equal to 0.1 second. Digital passband edge cutoff frequency omega P is 0.35 pi. Digital stopband edge cutoff frequency is 0.7 pi. And this is the amplitude specification of magnitude response. Now here you can observe it is 4.436 and 20, which is greater than 1 and positive. Means it is attenuation in dB is given. So this is the amplitude specification and this is the passband edge cutoff frequency and stopband edge cutoff frequency. Range of digital frequency is 0 to pi. So first step, this attenuation is given in dB, passband attenuation and stopband attenuation. Now we know the relation between gain in dB and attenuation in dB. So we have to first convert this dB attenuation into the linear gain. Otherwise, if you want to use attenuation in dB directly in your formula, you have to select the formula accordingly. So first I will convert this dB specification, dB attenuation into the gain linear. AP is equal to 10 raised to minus 4.436 by 20 is equal to 0.6 is the linear passband gain at edge frequency and AS is a 0.1 linear stopband gain at stopband edge frequency. Using this relation we have obtained this. And the specification we can written again in terms of gain. So passband gain is 0.6, stopband gain is 0.1 and this is the passband edge cutoff frequency, stopband edge cutoff frequency. So we have obtained the digital specification in terms of gain by using this relation. Calculate the analog edge frequencies ohm P and ohm S. The given frequencies are digital frequency. So first step is we have to convert this into the analog frequencies so that we can use the Butterworth designing method, which is the analog designing method. By using BLT, bilinear transformation, this is the relation between analog frequency and the digital frequency by BLT. So we can use this to calculate ohm P and ohm S. Let's calculate ohm P. For that, omega P is 0.35 pi, which is given in a designing statement. So ohm P becomes 12.256 and ohm S, omega S is 0.7 pi and T is given 0.1. So omega S is 39.2522 radian per second. So this is the Butterworth analog filter function where Ohm P is 12.25 and Ohm S is 39.25, passband gain, stop band gain. Second step, calculate the order of the filter. To calculate the order of the filter, we have converted the given specification attenuation in dB into the gain, linear gain. That's why we can use this formula. AP is 0.6, AS is 0.1, Ohm S and Ohm P we have calculated in the first step. We'll put this. So we'll calculate this ratio so that we can do the calculation easily. So I have put all the values and N will calculate. N is 1.7267. So we'll always select the nearest higher integer. So N is 2. Now here in this formula to calculate the order of the filter, we have considered a linear passband and stopband gain. For that, we have converted the given attenuation in dB into the linear gain of passband and stopband. Instead of that, we can use this formula directly where we can directly insert the attenuation in dB. You can go for any according to your convenience. Next step is to calculate minus 3 dB cutoff frequency, Ohm C. To calculate minus 3 dB cutoff frequency, we are using passband specification. The formula which we have derived is Ohm P upon 1 upon AP square minus 1 raised to 1 upon twice N. We have calculated N is 2. AP is 0.6, Ohm P is 12.25. Now here, if we want to use the given attenuation in dB directly, we can use this formula. So we'll put the values here in this formula to calculate Ohm C. N is 2, Ohm P and AP. We'll calculate it. Ohm C becomes 13.05. Just observe what is your Ohm P. Ohm P is 12.25 and Ohm C becomes 13.05. Now in this example, I want to highlight one more point. This Ohm C formula we have derived by considering the amplitude specification of passband. If we consider the amplitude specification of stop band, we will get this formula. That is, instead of Ohm P, we will get Ohm S. Instead of AP, we will get AS. In different reference book, you may find this formula or this formula. Both can be used. Just what is the difference I want to tell you. If I use this formula, AS is 0.1 and Ohm S is 39.25 and your Ohm C becomes 12.44. Now observe the difference. When we calculate Ohm C using passband specification, Ohm C is 13.05 and see the difference between passband edge cutoff frequency and Ohm C. And when we calculate the Ohm C using stopband specification, see the difference between passband edge cutoff frequency and Ohm C. So here the difference is very less when we calculate using stopband specification, and in this case difference is large. Why I have preferred this passband specification? Because in case due to noise, if this Ohm C get affected, it may happen that this Ohm C becomes less than Ohm P and we have to compromise our passband specification. So to avoid that, I have preferred a passband specification formula so that the difference between Ohm P and Ohm C is large. So due to noise also, our passband should not get affected. So this difference we need to keep large so that due to noise, this Ohm C should not enter into the passband. That's it. Now the next step is simple, or we can say same as the previous example. To calculate the analog transfer function H of S, here N is equal to 2. That means it is 2 poles which are complex conjugate to each other. So we have only one pair of complex conjugate pole. We'll use H of S, this formula, which is for N is equal to even. Ohm C is 13.05, which we have calculated. We'll put the values in this equation and we'll calculate bk. K is only 1. K varies from 1 to n by 2. N is 2. So K becomes 1. So B1 means we have to calculate B1 only twice sine 2k minus 1 pi divided by 2n. N is 2. 2k. K is 1. So we'll get bk or B1 1.4. Put it in this equation. We'll get h of s. And let's calculate it. We'll get this h of s. So this is Butterworth analog transfer function. Now we have to obtain h of z, digital filter transfer function. For that, we are converting this h of s to h of z using BLT. Let's see. Next step is obtain h of z by BLT. We know the relation between z and s by BLT. This is 2 by t, 1 minus z raised to minus 1 divided by 1 plus z raised to minus 1. This is analog transfer function which we have obtained, and we want to obtain h of z just by replacing s in this equation by BLT relation. S in this h of s will replace with 2 by t z minus 1 divided by z plus 1, where t is 0.1 second. T is 0.1 second and we have replaced z with this relation. Then simplify it. When we'll again simplify, we'll get this. You can write h of z in this form, or we can convert it into z raised to minus 1 or z raised to minus 2 form. So this is your h of z for given specification. Thank you.